YouTube! What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another video, guys. And today's video is going to be on the Super Bowl recap. Yes, guys. So I'm going to break down a couple players. I'm not going to make this a long video, but I'm going to break down Pat Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Andy Reid, Kadarius Toney, and Devontae Smith. And I'm also to talk about the defensive holding call at the end of the game. So, guys, with no further ado, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. So, let's begin, guys. Pat Mahomes. Guys, he has arrived. And let me tell you the reason why he has arrived as a top quarterback in this league. Now, before, I would say he was only good because of what Andy Reid had did for him by making the game simple. That's what Andy Reid is great for doing. But now, guys, Pat Mahomes can play different styles. When you can play different styles, that's when you become a top quarterback in the NFL and you're on your way to be a Hall of Famer. So, Pat Mahomes doesn't have to throw the ball downfield all the time. I feel like when Tyreek Hill was there, it was Travis Kelce underneath in the middle of the field and Tyreek deep. And other players deep, Mecole Hardman deep. Now, Pat Mahomes can throw the ball to Juju. He can check it down to his running back. He can throw it to gadget plays to Kadarius Toney. He can do it all. This guy, it's almost guys where Andy Reid is going to be unstoppable. And the more he learned, he's going to be able to detach from Andy Reid, just like Tom Brady detached from Bill Belichick. So, because he learned the game, he learned a lot from Bill. Same thing with Pat Mahomes. He's learning a lot, being able to check the ball down, playing different styles. Guys, did you know that he didn't have any completions over 27 yards? This is Pat Mahomes. So, guys, this team might be unbeatable for a couple years. This might be a dynasty team. You're not going to be able to beat them. You can try to come down in the box. He's going to throw it over your head. You can back up. He's going to give it to his running backs, and he's going to check the ball down to his gadget plays. Either way, whatever you do, he's going to have a strategy to beat you. And that's what football is about. It's like chess. You got to be able to react to certain different situations. Every game is not going to be a 400-yard, 5-touchdown game. It's different situations, snow games, bad weather games. Moving on. The next quarterback I want to talk about is Jalen Hurts. Guys, if somebody wanted to say that, well, TD, you might like Pat Mahomes, I think Jalen Hurts is better. I wouldn't argue with you. Now, I believe that Pat Mahomes is better, but if you wanted to say that Jalen Hurts was the best quarterback in the league, today is not the day to argue with nobody with that. A lot of people got a lot of opinions about a lot of quarterbacks in the NFL. A lot of people like Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, a lot of quarterbacks, right? Me, today, Jalen Hurts, he's a champion, right? I'm not saying he's the best quarterback in my opinion, but I'm not debating anybody that says that he is. And the reason why, guys, he can beat you with different ways too. Now, he's not like Pat Mahomes. I don't think he has the accuracy, which he's got. He's accurate. Don't get it twisted. We splitting hairs here. I'm not saying he's not accurate, but he can beat you checking the ball down, throwing it deep, and running the ball. And this is what makes him special. This guy is a power running back. I said what I said. This guy can take 20 carries a game. Now, would I do it for his whole career? No, because I don't want him to have the same career that a Cam Newton had, right? I don't want his body to get beat up. But this guy could win a game that way. If it was a rain game, it was a typhoon, Jalen Hurts could have 20 carries and beat you. This is what makes this guy unstoppable. Did you see that 2-point conversion? Did you see that 2-point conversion? This dude got hit 2 yards before he got there. Boom, boom. And stayed low like a running back and fell in there. Guys, I don't know what to tell. Like, I bet you Kansas City defense, Steve Spagnuolo was like, listen, guys, we did a great job. There's nothing we can do. This guy is unstoppable. The 4th and 6 when he took off on the quarterback sneak, the quarterback draw. Oh, my God, this guy is incredible, guys. But moving on, Jalen Hurts, great job, man. You was the best player on the field last night, even though your team didn't win. All right, moving on. Andy Reid. Now, most of what I'm going to say is going to be good about Andy Reid. But I want to say, first of all, I want to give him his kudos. Andy Reid, great. For the majority of that game, you was killing it. Spectacular. Bruh, you about to be one of the best coaches ever. If you win another Super Bowl, I'm not going to say that you're going to pass Bill Belichick, but you're going to be top 3, top 4 coaches of all time. Right now, you're definitely top 10. You're definitely a Hall of Famer. You've been a Hall of Famer even in Philly. So right now, you're trying to come for the top spot. You need 2 more Super Bowls, you definitely somebody could argue that you're the number one coach of all time. But if you get one more, somebody could argue that you top 3, top 2 of all time. Man, there's a lot of great coaches. Bill Belichick, Bill Walsh, Jimmy Johnson, Chuck Noll, a lot of great coaches. So I want to say that about Andy Reid. But this is what I also want to chastise him about. And in the middle of the game, like the late second quarter, in the beginning of the third quarter, I didn't like the plays that Andy Reid was calling. I didn't think he was getting his players out in space like he needed to. Kadarius Toney. And now, I could be biased. Listen, guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. I take that. I love Kadarius Toney. I think he's a phenomenal athlete, so I could be biased. I just thought they waited too late to try to get him the ball. I would have been having him out there, not saying that he got to get every catch or he got to get a bunch of catches, but I want to show the defense that, listen, I give him the ball out on the screen. I give him the ball on the reverse. I hand the ball off to him to make a difference. So, whoa, what we going to do? What we going to do? Because soon as they did that, as you saw what happened in the late third quarter, early fourth, the defense, once Kadarius Toney caught that one pass, they was discombobulated. They didn't know because they was using him for smoke and mirrors. And that's what I like. I like taking players that are hybrids and showing the defense that I use them different ways to get other guys open. Like they did for Juju when Juju caught that 30-yard pass. They ran it twice back to back. They ran Kadarius on a swing route. They blew the whistle, said it was offsides. Boom, they ran the play again. The guy came up on Kadarius next time, and then he hit, what was it? I think it was Juju. Hit Juju for a 30-yard pass. That's how you use Kadarius Toney. And I thought that they waited almost a little late. Maybe it could have been a part of the game plan. Maybe I could be looking at this wrong. But I thought they should have been doing that a little bit earlier, especially when they was down by like 2 scores. Okay, so moving on. Now I'm going to talk about Kadarius Toney. Guys, now listen, am I going to sit here and say that I knew he was going to get that punt return and I knew he was going to do? No, but I know the guy is special. When I see talent, I know talent. And I know this guy is special, so I wanted him to be used the whole game. And I thought they waited late to get him in the game. And so I wasn't feeling that. But other than that, guys, Kadarius Toney, to me, might be one of the best athletes on the field outside of Jalen Hurts. I mean, this guy is incredible. He's fast. He runs a 4.3. He's twitchy. If you go look his PFF record, that's professional, that's Pro Football Focus. If you go look that up, his elusiveness rating is the highest. I think it's the highest since PFF been doing that. So this guy is special. He's in a phone booth. You can't tackle him. And you saw that on the kick return where he about slipped. Everybody slipped. Kadarius, he slipped and stayed on his feet, cut it across the field. Boom, big play, X factor. So I was very, very proud of Kadarius Toney. Moving on, we got 2 more guys to talk about recapping this game that I want to tell y'all about. Next is Devontae Smith. Now listen, guys, he's underrated. He's very, very small, so I think he needs to play the game a certain way. Did you see that big hit when he didn't run out of bounds and he got boomed? Yeah, that was tough. But getting open and getting him out in space as far as on routes, this guy's going to be tough. Philly's going to be tough to deal with. You got A.J. Brown that's on the way to be a Hall of Famer. And then you got young Devontae Smith that won a Heisman in college that can get open and got really good hands. Devontae Smith is very underrated. I think he's a really good route runner. I think he can end up being one of the best route runners in the league. I'm not saying he's Keenan Allen. Right? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he got routes like that. But would I be surprised if he get to that level? No, I won't. He ain't there now. But next year and a year after that, he could be one of the best route runners in the league. All right, moving on, guys, to the last thing that I want to talk to y'all about. And that was that defensive holding call. So I want to be fair. I want to be fair to Philly fans and also Kansas City fans because I'm not a fan of either team, but I just like the game. I like certain players. I believe, and I can talk about basketball, you have to call the game the same the whole game. You can't say, well, it's 4th quarter, I'm not going to call that. Am I biased? Yes. Did I see Michael Jordan push off on Byron Russell? And I thought, no, don't call that. Yes, I did. So I could be biased. And I'll do that disclaimer right now. Because I thought about that today. I was like, but you know what? A foul is a foul. I got to be true. So if this going against the way I feel, it's going against the way I feel. That push off that Jordan did was a foul. That what he did to Juju, grabbing Juju, it was a penalty. It was holding. Could he let it go? Yes, you can let anything go. It's the NFL. It's referees. But I believe you have to call that. They should have called it early in the game. But I had a friend tell me, he said, Well, they didn't call it earlier in the game when Juju did it. Why would you call it now? That was the greatest point that I heard about the situation. If you didn't call it early, you don't call it right then and there. So I digress to that situation. But I believe you must call the game the same. You don't wait to fourth quarter and say, I can't go out like that. Yes, to certain extents and certain things that you might not call, but this is the Super Bowl. If you ain't biased for Philly, you got to call that for Kansas City. Vice versa. If it was on shoe was on the other foot, I would agree the same way. I don't care. So, guys, thank you for tuning in to Fantasy Good Sports. Make sure you hit the like button. This is cutting edge content, guys. Make sure you sign up for the OnlyFans, guys. I'm providing cutting edge content there where I'm giving y'all the sauce and the things that over there that I'm posting about certain players that I'm not going to just talk about on YouTube. So if you want to get cutting edge content or you want to ask me questions or chop it up with me on a consultation, make sure you sign up for the OnlyFans. Peace!